Brick walls are there for a reason. Brick walls are there not to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. Because the brick walls are there to stop the people who don't want it badly enough. They're there to stop the other people. Randy Pausch. My friends, the brick walls, you break them down 10 to 15 minutes each and every day, joining us, going through the market, tracking your favorite stocks and ETFs. Practice trading. It's free. Do it. If you start trading too soon, you will burn yourself out very quickly and all your money will be gone. So practice trade to show yourself approved. And for those of you who are greedy, well, just stave that off. And remember that as soon as you master the markets, you will make up for all the time you ever spent. So don't even worry about how long it takes. You can do this. Let's jump into these charts. We see stocks are down for the day. Bonds, gold, and Bitcoin are up. Bitcoin, the big mover. Well, it's not a big move, but of everything, it's the biggest mover. Now let's look at the S&P 500, down 0.22%. You can see it down here on the bottom of the screen under the half-day chart, down in the morning, a little further down in the afternoon. We can, of course, see as this week has started, we have broken through that prior week's trend line. Doesn't make a lot of sense to try to draw another downtrend line when we are out of down candles. We have up candles. We could, of course, draw an uptrend line, which is almost flat and not very helpful to us. We can do that for now and just see how that develops. And again, if things are going to take off or if they're going to die on the vine, we can see volume was above average last week with this spinning top. And again, this high volume in the week that began the 13th of March, the week before last, that could sure show us an exhaustion and then things turning around and moving up. Again, we saw what happened here when we had these nice clean candles moving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, topped out here. And then this last week started to die, rolled over. And again, not starting off as stellar as it did previously, but maybe the markets are going to rally. That's where we are on the NASDAQ. I'm sorry, we're going to the NASDAQ from the S&P 500. NASDAQ is interesting. We have what may be sort of a top here, and we can see this latest week, has started out green, but not all that, powerful a candle yet. We can update and move along our trend line here so that we have it moving in the right direction. We're not reaching the high that we reached last week, and we can see this latest 2-day candle starting on Tuesday. We'll see how it finishes up on Wednesday, but we can see again how the market appeared to top on this half-day chart, sliding sideways down for a day and a half, and again 0.53%. So a little bit different here on the NASDAQ. We'll see if indeed things start catching fire, but a down day overall for stocks. Not a big down day, but a down day. We'll see how things continue to move as this week moves along. Now, the chart, as we look at 20-year bonds, we can see where things trying to move up. Again, another one of these horizontal lines here, a potential top. Got several points here where it's hit before and hit and then sort of slowed down and looks to be rolling over. It is very hard to be able to draw at this point. We just can't. A continued uptrend here. It's popped through it. We can see first day of this latest 2-day candle, nice big red down candle. We can see, of course, for the last 2 days, red candles. Now, these are Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. Of course, we got that great training on Heikin-Ashi candles. In fact, I think I'm going to put that at the end of today's training. I'm talking about the new one that really helps you conceptualize in your own mind what we're talking about and what you are seeing. So I'd like you to see that particularly when you do take that training afterwards, go back and take a look at where bonds are right now and what you might get from that training and these candles. But we can see where bonds have lost energy. Now, they ended up, at the end of the day, they were up 0.18%. So again, not very much, but did end up being up some for the day. Prior to this red candle starting to draw on the 2-day chart, boy, you can see doji, just lots of indecision after pumping up and tapping the top here, you can see, and then just not being able to do it again, falling off. Where are we on gold? Well, gold up for the day, 0.82%, smaller candle, and we're not really reaching higher highs. We can see where we hit the most recent high last week, and this candle so far is weak, but it has, more room to potentially move. We also can see that the volume is showing red on the weekly, and you can see on the 2-day how things peaked, and then now we're 2.5 2-day candles. We've got a doji. Is it going to fall through this trend line? Well, we'll see. You can see on the half day, things are down, up, down. And where are they now? Up some for the day. Maybe they're just going to keep tracking right up that trend line. We shall wait, watch, and see. Lastly, we go to Bitcoin. Said it was our big gainer for the day. It was just 2% for Bitcoin. Not a big deal, but as we watch Bitcoin move into this new week, we can, of course, see now on this 2-day chart. How do I get, there we go. On the 2-day chart, you can see where things have peaked, and then for 1.5 2-day candles, they've been deteriorating, just sitting right there on that weekly trend line. We look at where the weekly is. We have red volume starting the week off, and we can see where, again, on the half day, things have started moving red last Wednesday, the 22nd in the afternoon, and again, ended up a little bit for Bitcoin, up for the day 2%. But again, you look at that doji at the end of the day. So we'll continue to watch Bitcoin, see where it's going. Still not reached the highs of last week yet. Don't know if it's going to, particularly looking at the half day and this 2-day chart. So we'll keep an eye on things. Folks, we always love to have you with us. We love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us, cw@chartingwealth.com. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.